Hi everybody, and welcome on this Wednesday, June 27th, to our midweek edition of the news. A young Campbell County mechanic is headed for Cleveland, Ohio for work on his heart, and he needs our help. Phase 1 of the Campbell County Justice Center is near completion, and Campbell County Sheriff's deputies continue making DUI arrests. We have these stories along with more coming your way on the news right here at 5:30. He may have worked on your car. Now a young mechanic needs work on his heart. Chris Marlowe quickly says he'd love to be working again, but he can't, at least for now. The 36-year-old father of two is headed to Cleveland, Ohio Sunday to begin days of tests before doctors crack open his chest to repair his heart.
Actually, February is when they told me. They told me they come in and doctor said, you know, you found this cardiomyopathy, and that it was so bad that they could not do it at UT that I was going to have to go to Cleveland.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here with my chin dropped like, okay.
Marlowe tells WLAF and Channel 12 News that doctors are very optimistic, saying he'll be good enough to run a marathon in a few months. Marlowe describes the pain as if someone is sitting on his chest all the time, and he has to be extra careful to stay hydrated because doctors say if he doesn't, his heart will quickly dry up before he knows it. Friends and family are hosting a telethon on WLAF and TV 12 Saturday night at 7 to help Chris with travel expenses and co-pays that will add up to a few $1,000s. You may make a donation to help Chris Marlowe at any Y12 Federal Credit Union. Phase 1 of the Campbell County Justice Center is near completion. On Tuesday, the sheriff, his administrative staff, and administrative clerks starting moving to the new office space in the jail. Chief Aaron Evans tells WLAF that when you enter the jail, directly to the left you will find the sheriff's office and the other administrative staff and administrative clerks. The sheriff's administrative offices were closed today because of the move, but will reopen at 8 a.m. on Thursday. Sheriff Robbie Goins thanks you for your patience during this transition. Campbell County Sheriff's deputies continue making DUI arrests. Chief Deputy Aaron Evans tells WLAF that 2 more are on the books for this year. So far, in almost 6 months, deputies have stopped 50 vehicles and charged drivers for driving under the influence. Within the past few days, deputies pulled over 2 first-time offenders, 24-year-old Tabitha Wilson of La Follette and 27-year-old Amanda K. Sparks of Williamsburg. Sparks had her child with her when she was pulled over. In Sheriff Robbie Goins' first full year as sheriff, a total of 66 DUI arrests were made. That's the most since 89 DUI arrests back in 2009 during the Ron McClellan era. Based on the numbers at this point of the year, Goins and his deputies are on track to eclipse what many think is the record DUI arrest for 1 year, which is 116. That too came during the McClellan years back in 2003. A long holiday weekend is ahead. Tennessee Highway Patrolmen will be out in full force to help keep us safe, but they're asking for help from you. Lieutenant Don Boshears, a fellow Campbell Countyan, stopped by the TV station to offer some safety advice.
Traffic will be up. This is the first major holiday of the summer season, starting the summer season, and there's a lot of people traveling on this holiday. There'll be a lot of traffic on your interstate routes. There'll be a lot of traffic on your state routes. Hopefully everything on the interstate where they're working on that will, stay okay, and we won't have a lot of through traffic here locally. But yes, traffic will be heavy. We want to stress, make sure of course you wear your seatbelt, and don't tailgate. Aggressive driving. Allow extra time for your trip if you know precisely how long it usually takes you. Add a little extra time to it just to make sure you allow in case there is a traffic problem somewhere.
Bo Shears wishes you a safe and fun-filled 4th of July holiday weekend. 9 changes have taken place in administration for next school year. Campbell County Schools has 3 of its 12 schools with new principals, while half have their new assistant principals. At Campbell High, Vijaya Morton takes over as an assistant principal's post, while Greg Ivy leaves an assistant's job at Campbell County High to become assistant principal at Valley View Elementary School. Principals Dixie Crouch and Steve Rutherford swap schools, with Crouch taking over at Valley View and Rutherford moves to Jacksboro Middle School. Nikki Bumgardner is Rutherford's assistant principal at JMS. At Jellicoe Elementary, Bob Walden is the principal, with Stephanie Stratton as assistant. La Follette Elementary has a new assistant principal in that of Heather Smith, while Joy St. John leaves JMS to take over as assistant principal at La Follette Middle School. See the complete list of principals on our web channel, 1450WLAF.com. And a one-word name was all Woody needed during his more than 30-year barber career. Woody Hewitt is laid to rest today in Oneida, near where he grew up in the Robbins community. Woody took over Shelley Ivy's shop that sits next to Winder Furniture Company. Woody Marshall Hewitt was 72. And another well-known Campbell County man has died, Fred Grantham, a man who many Jacksboro baby boomers were taught by at Jacksboro High School, and after the schools consolidated at Campbell County High, has passed away. Clarence Lowe, who taught with him, told WLAF that he was an outstanding English teacher and that he challenged his students to learn and got a lot out of them. Lowe goes on to say that he was an asset to education, and he taught for more than 30 years. Fred was 72 years young. And that's a look at the news for today. Stay tuned. We'll be back with a press release in just a moment. And taking a look at the press release from the Campbell County Sheriff's Department, 6 people have been booked into the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Douglas MacArthur Davis Jr., 44, of East Bowman Circle, La Follette, on a capious bench warrant. 39-year-old Shirley Ganga of Jackson Lane in Jacksboro, second offense DUI, violation of the seatbelt law, and violation of the implied consent law. Brian Keith King, 28, of Old Middlesboro Highway, La Follette, for forgery and theft of property under $500. 60-year-old Jewel Fay Lay of Pioneer on a capious bench warrant. Eric Paul Markham, 27, of Clinton, for violation of probation. And last today, Monica Miles, age 34, of Kodak, for violation of probation. And we thank you for joining us for our news for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you'll join us then along about 5:30.
Happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. Oh, this is your birthday song. Oh, celebration all night long. Oh, may all you.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to WLAF News at 5:30. I'm Lori Leach. Time now to announce birthdays and anniversaries for this Wednesday afternoon. It's all brought to you by Eastside Pizza and Deli, located in the Food Lion Shopping Center. We'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Shan Teague, Emily Norman, Damian Magnuson, and Alyssa Muse, who all celebrated their birthdays today. Everybody just mentioned is now qualified to win a dinner for two from Eastside Pizza and Deli. Now, the couple celebrating their anniversaries today are Jennifer and Danny McCarty, Lewis and Mary Lay, celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary, so congratulations to you, and Mark and Marilyn Rutherford. Now, those couples are also qualified to win a dinner for two from Eastside Pizza and Deli. Let us know who's celebrating a birthday or anniversary in your world. Just call us at 562-1450. That's it for birthdays and anniversaries. Thanks for joining us this evening. We invite you to stay tuned. Your news continues after this.